My song
was about
a person who
It's basically about giving hope.
My song is about hope and
it's about like the first time you encounter love.
The next generation is going to be worse than these kids.
You don't have to be skinny to be beautiful.
going on dates and stuff, and that was confusing.
When I had came out of the closet.
When I first found out I was pregnant.
Poverty, which is not good.
They had rolled up on me and they put the gun to my head.
First, you have to change yourself to make someone else change.
Hi, I'm Sari Rose Barron, and I'd like to share with you my program Voices Unheard. Every year, I partner with various music-related organizations like ASCAP, the Johnny Mercer Foundation, other theater companies, and we bring a songwriting program to low-income communities, whether it's in schools or probation camps or juvenile halls, to really give them a platform to express themselves in the songwriting form. In these environments, I find that some of the participants start out a little resistant, hardened, not very trusting of me, but I try to really listen, be curious about their experience while guiding them through the songwriting process. We pair them with professional composers to collaborate in putting their lyrics to music. And the program culminates in a performance where their friends, their family, the community can watch these incredible performers share their songs and stories. And at the end of all of this, the participants get to become members of ASCAP. They get to join a songwriter's family and obtain the rights and have ownership over their material. I have had the opportunity to work with thousands of young adults, and I wanted to share with you a few that stand out to me. Xavier was a participant who was deaf and hard of hearing, and he struggled with a lot of insecurities like most teenage boys do. Will she like me? Do I have enough to offer her? And here's his story.
My ex, just like, right? She came up to me, I thought she could be like rude, whatever, but she didn't. She was nice to me. I think she feel like how great I am, being that person that can do things, everything, you know. So I be like, I like her.
Am I the guy for the girl I love? Am I the guy? Will I mess it up? Am I the guy? Will I be enough? Am I the only one that she could love? Am I the guy?
With Xavier, I remember feeling really concerned that he wasn't going to be able to actually hear his piece. And I remember he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, "Sari, I'll be able to feel it." Now, sometimes in the writing process, participants get frozen. Alan in particular was a student who often got stuck. And I asked him, does this happen to you often? Is it hard for you to figure out what to do? And he said very clearly, yep. And so I said, great, let's start there.
Sari came up to me and she was like, well, just write about your indecisiveness. So I basically just went through my day from when I wake up to when I get home, and I wrote a song about how I can't make choices.
Don't know what to wear, don't know what I'm feeling. Can't even tell what this day will be bringing. Yes, no, maybe so. Where are the answers? I don't know. Decisions nowadays are hard to pick. It's hard making choices when you're a kid.
And that's what happened.
I know, but you try to like fluff that off, but that's how sometimes like the best stuff is created that way, because it's honest.
Angeline is a young woman who was born into gang life. Her parents were in gangs, they were in and out of jail, and she's one that started out really resistant. She said to me, "Sari, you're not gonna understand, what's the point?" And she's right, maybe I wouldn't understand, but I wanted to, so I said, help me understand. And I just let her be. I let her write, and she started writing about missing her mom so badly, who was in jail, and I didn't have to help her with a thing.
He never knew I was in drive-bys, I was being shot at. He never knew all that.
Then it came time to move to South Central LA. I was with the homies who love to play, so every day I was on another mission, throwing gang signs, wishing you was here with me. Mama, listen, every day, mama, I sit and watch the rain, mama, wishing you were here to ease my pain, mama. You know you in and out.
song touched me. Like, that was a dope song. It should be on the radio right now. You know what I mean? Be proud of yourself, sweetie. You doing big stuff. That stuff like that make you stronger. Like, people can't knock that down. People can't take that from you.
Angelina potentially went back to street life, but the evening of the performance, you could see she felt celebrated, respected, she felt proud. It was one of the first times that I think I saw her smile through the entire process. With Josue, when I first started working with him, he was so shy, he was passive, he would back up into a wall if you tried to speak to him because I think he felt intimidated. He didn't make a lot of eye contact. And when we were working on his lyrics, he had mentioned that his father was pretty absent.
If I had the chance, if I had like the guts to tell him and stuff, I would ask him why he wasn't there for us, why he hurt my mom.
And so I asked him, I said, you know, if your father were here today, what would you want to tell him? And he said, I would tell him to man up.
Man up, man up, man up, grow up, grow up. Be the father you're supposed to be. Father you're supposed to be. The father my mother is. 'Cause I'm gonna be a father someday.
A year or so after the performances, I actually accompanied Josue to New York, where he was winning an ASCAP award by Desmond Child, his composer. And my experience of him was so different then than when I first worked with him. He was confident, he looked me in the eye, his voice had power, and I remember asking him if he had shared his song with his dad. And he said yes, and I asked him, you know, what did he say? And his dad said that he was really proud of him. Marina was a 9th grader, pregnant, struggling to try to figure out how to stay out of a bad relationship.
There's times where even though it's a bad relationship, you want to go back, but you actually don't, so it's like confusing. So that's what it was about him and me kind of wanting to remember stuff about him, but then again, not wanting to go back.
But if I could, I would paint your memories. If that's the only way for you to remember me. We would be together like we used to be. Like we used to be.
I want you to know that your gift with lyrics is phenomenal. Like, it's really getting it really helped me to like get out some stuff, you know. You have a real gift. That's all I'm saying.
I love this program. I love being a part of watching them feel, sometimes for the first time, their potential, understanding that life maybe does have choices, feeling the power of their words, of their stories, of their truths. And that's why I do it. I do it year after year, committed to this process, because what they're saying is really important. It's not just about letting them be heard. It's about really listening to these young adults, our youth in our communities, because they have something to say. And through music, we can learn something from them too.
I honestly would recommend like anybody who's going through anything just to let it out, write it down on a piece of paper, and you never know, it could turn into a song, it could turn into like beautiful poetry, but as long as you know, write it out in words and understand it for yourself, like, I don't know, I learned a lot for myself writing that.